Welcome back. I just wanted to give my brief views on the Outriders demo. Seems everyone's getting in on the act. And it's not surprising, looters and shooters are a popular genre. Gamers are a fickle bunch, and when it comes to loot games they can be outright fanatical. They are always on the hunt for the next loot and level grind. We cannot ignore what has come before, the expectations that were shat all over by the likes of Anthem. This is not by any means a review, and my thoughts are only based on the demo, nothing more. It would not be fair to try and review a game based on its demo alone, and I see videos like thanks, I don't need to review this now, and the demo doesn't give you any clue what the endgame is like. And it's each to their own, I suppose, but there is an outside chance that the full game is a lot better than just its demo. And there is a lot of information out there, by the way, you just use your fingers to find it. To set the scene, Earth is done for. Humans bugger off in a couple of giant spaceships, head for pastures new, find a planet, but it all goes predictably tits up. You get thrown into your crypto tube for 30 years, come out and it's all out war. Oh aye, and you get killed, resurrected and become a space wizard. There's more to it than that, but you get the gist. So, as one of the 4 chosen classes, Trickster, Slow Time, Gets Stabby, Devastator, Tanky and Teleporty, Pyromancer, Space Mage, Loves Fire, Technomancer, Gadgets, Pet class, you take on hordes from cover but are encouraged to take them out en masse and be as aggressive as possible. Many of your skills, such as the Pyromancer you see here, will regain HP the more he uses his powers in combination with the guns. Enemy variety so far is decent. You have the usual crowd, snipers, melee that will rush you, and the elites, or captains as they're called here, and these are genuinely dangerous and appear to have randomised powers each time you bump into one. Vortex, for example, is horrid, whereby it will suck you off, in, and drop you right into the middle of all the enemy mobs. Speaking of mobs, it's clear that they're supposed to be numerous, a la Diablo, and you can really build up your playstyle and take them out in large groups. In the demo, it's pretty much human adversaries only, bar an early fracas with a crazed space cow, but I imagine in the full game they will have a much wider variety of creatures to blow to bits. I've given the demo a fair bit of play and I see what the devs are going for. I'm presuming they asked what are some of the biggest gripes with other looter shooters. Well, cover-based ones especially are often rather boring in execution and slow. You pop up, shoot, duck, repeat, out of cover too long, dead. Healing mechanics can kill the flow of the game, having to apply a bandage or whatever shit they put in it, so I got rid of that here and made it part of the gunplay. Anthem had, its weapons, but for some classes there was no point in using them other than a stat stick, as you could just use your suit powers. Division, just use cover 90% of the time and pick everything off. Here, cover is all but useless, bar brief respite a lot of the time, and within 0.002 seconds of going into cover, a grenade will be dropped on you, or some twat will just blow it up, or the enemy will just rush and surround you. So why is everybody jumping on this game then, other than get easy views? It's ironically an easy target, it's releasing at a time where there's no other games of this ilk about, and the bitter taste of Anthem is still in people's mouths, especially with the recent news of its cancellation. That and Marvel Avenger was Squeenix as well, and less said about that game the better. So it's easy to tick off the annoyances, isn't it really? And it's online only, and even though they've said it's going to have no microtransactions, people do not like online only games, especially where there's a solo option. They've also stated it's not a live service game, but reviewers are still calling it such and not even attempting to do the most basic research to find this out, lazy bastards. Though I agree that if it isn't the case, why online only? What if, I just want to play solo? Remember, if the servers go off, you ain't playing. I will probably buy this, 'cause I'm a sucker, yes, and only to see what the full experience is like. The skill tree of each class alone have intrigued me enough to wonder how powerful and ridiculous one class can become. The loot I found in the demo has been interesting enough, but by no means mind-blowing, to make me think that I can make a build I would enjoy, even if it's just the basic stuff like increasing the range of my fire spell by 100%, giving it extra charges, or a gun that applies the current effect onto enemies near it. The mod system, which is not available in the demo, looks neat, whereby deconstructing an item with a mod permanently adds that to a library. You can then apply that to other weapons, etc. I think it'll be nice to tinker about with those. The game also has crossplay, so you can play with your friends no matter what platform you're on, and it looks like it's coming out on pretty much everything. And it's also worth noting that demo progress will carry on to full release. Hence why people are farming those legendaries in the demo. Not me though, I can't be arsed, I'll just wait for release. It's just a shame then that the game's a bit at odds with itself, at least in the demo. I can see why people are considering it bland, and I can see why some love it. It hits the middle ground for me. Though the combat can be genuinely fun when you get to grips with it, things can become a bit confusing at times with everything that's going on, and that can make death feel unfair. The classes have some great skills, slow time is just a marvel to use and watch. There looks to be generous amounts of loot with what could be a great upgrade system, only full release will tell. The cover system becomes more of a hindrance than an aid. NPCs repeat the same dialogue over and over if you stand near them for a short time. I've had to play it on the PS5 because it seems to hate my RTX cards, and those bloody loading screens and cutscenes can just do one. Oh, and apparently, though I've not experienced it myself, people's loot has vanished. Bit of an issue that in a loot game, and I think I've just talked myself out of buying it. Still, I'll withhold my judgment for now, get it? And may post a review once I've played through the full release. If you enjoy the demo, then balls to the people that don't, and if you don't, then balls to those that do. Why do you care? Cheers.
Do what you were sent here for! Go! Beyond the frontier! These people need their gods. Only one like you could lead them to a future. Why not you?